Here's what's coming up on the Cold Podcast.
They came up with their slogan, let's just do it, based on his last words.
When he was sentenced to death, that was his final words upon, before however they killed him.
Yeah, at least he deserved it. And he was actively saying, kill me.
What's poppin', everybody?
Welcome back to the Cold Podcast.
I'm Zoe.
And I'm Steve.
All right, and today we got a interesting story for you about Gary Gilmore.
Yeah, so Gary Gilmore is actually the man that was executed, and his final words were what inspired the creator of the Nike slogan, "Let's do it."
Well, I don't know if that's nice, but yeah, that's definitely news.
It's interesting because this guy, it kind of shows that even if you have a very, I don't know, would you call it tragic? It's not really a tragic story. It's more of like a malicious and harmful story, I guess.
I mean, it's like one of those, because, there wasn't like too many, it's not like there's a plot twist. It's very straightforward what happened. I think it's just like what came after, like what it resulted in, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, let me tell what the story is actually, though, first.
All right.
So this Gary Gilmore guy, he basically murdered a woman. He murdered two women, but the first woman he just murdered her in cold blood because he was robbing her.
Ouch.
She was completely compliant. She was kind of doing whatever he said, and then he was like, you know what, I'm just going to kill you too.
That's terrible. That's like the most unfortunate types of deaths. I've seen it's off topic, but I saw a video relevant to that where like a guy robbed a gas station. The Indian guy was completely compliant, and he just shot him anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just do that in cold blood. I don't really understand why they would do that because they're probably going to get caught these days.
Yeah. Well, I'd assume it's like, that's just complete psychopathy. Like, they're just insane.
Yeah, like they've lost their mind for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he was on the run for a little while, and he went to a motel, and guess what? He killed the manager of that hotel, too. So.
Did he have any motive behind these things?
No, he was just a crazy guy.
Okay, I guess that explains it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I'm kind of just, maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. I don't know if he was just a crazy guy, but he did murder two people.
Okay.
So.
I didn't look that far into it, but I mean, if I'm just taking it blanketed, like just as it is, it seems like it's crazy because it's like, because he went there to stay there, right? I'm guessing he needed a place to stay.
Yeah.
And they just decided, well, I'm just going to kill this person, right?
Yeah, I think he killed her and then just stayed in the motel anyway.
Yeah, it's not like he was getting away with it. He literally just wanted to kill somebody. So
yeah.
I'm like, I would assume you're probably closer to to the right answer than you think.
He might have just gotten the taste of blood, and he's like, I need some more of that.
Yeah, man. They always say
it did happen relatively soon.
Yeah.
It was like a week or two later, so he's like,
they say, right? You can never just have one, or is that Pringles?
Yeah, so he actually came up with the Pringles slogan too.
Yeah.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
He was inspiring everybody. Speaking of which, who did he inspire first? I don't know if we covered that.
He did inspire Nike, the Nike brand. They came up with their slogan, "Let's just do it," based on his last words, which were "Just do it." I mean, let's do it.
So,
he screamed out, "Let's do it."
Yeah, and this was basically like what he did before he was sentenced to death. I'm assuming.
No, this was his final words.
No. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when he was sentenced to death, that was his final words upon before however they killed him.
Yeah, before they shot him to death. They basically had a firing squad.
Jesus.
Which they used to do. They would line people up and just shoot them to death. But before they actually got to that point, apparently there was a moratorium on executions. So he was just in jail for something like 20 years. The government wanted to keep him alive for some reason. They had no desire to kill him. They kept him just in the cell. He actually had a girlfriend while he was in jail. Not like a prison girlfriend, but like somebody, like someone he intended to, like a woman outside of the jail. Yeah,
it was some guy named Chad, like Kevin.
He had a prison. No, damn it. Now I'm saying prison girlfriend. No, he had a girlfriend outside that wanted to marry him so they could, have sex and all that good stuff.
Right.
But she basically got into a suicide pact with him.
Man, they always go for the serial killers.
Yeah, for some reason, serial killers are super hot.
Yeah, they got all the they got all the risk, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how many dudes were into the Jeffrey Dahmer after that show came out, but
I'm sure there was at least one guy up there with like a fucking.
I'm sure there were at least 1,000.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, this girl, she was really into him, so much so that she was willing to kill herself with him. So she snuck some drugs into the prison, gave it to him, and they both were like, "Oh, we're gonna just OD at midnight," but both of them survived. So,
how secure were the prisons that she's able to do that? So what seemed casually.
I mean, there's plenty of drugs in prisons. I think, people smuggle stuff
No,
in.
did she able to sneak in there with him, or was it like during like whatever conjugal visit, and then she's like, I brought some drugs, let's like kill each other now type
It
shit?
could have been a conjugal visit. It could have been a regular visit. Like she literally could have just had it in her mouth and like kissed him or something. But
Okay.
yeah. So I'm not sure how exactly they exchanged the drugs, but I know he had them and he tried to OD, but he didn't die.
Okay.
So eventually, it got to the point where he's like, just kill me already.
Yeah.
He's tired of being in jail.
Just do it.
In their words, he went off on us. Like he got really pissed, and he hired lawyers.
Yeah.
To create like a whole case.
And I guess just so people have an idea of what time period we're talking about, this was in 1976 that he was convicted and sentenced to death.
Yeah, before they had cameras everywhere. So when you think about it, it's like it probably wouldn't have been that hard to get drugs into the jail.
But I'm assuming since he was waiting in prison for 20 years, he actually did the crimes, I guess, around like 1956 then, like somewhere in that time era?
Something like that, yeah. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the last thing I want to ask, or I guess one of them is, pretty much like what did the like actual person, like the CEO of Nike, say about like, did he reference this, or like, is he the one that basically said like, yeah, we took our slogan from this guy or something, or is there anything that kind of links it to let us know like, oh, for sure that's how it happened?
So this is actually in regards to the person, creative director that actually did decide to use those final words. He said the reason he chose the slogan was because he had recalled Gilmore's final words. He added, for some reason I went, now damn, how do you ask for an ultimate challenge that you are probably going to lose, but you call it in? So I thought, well, I didn't like let's do it, so I just changed it to just do it. At first, he recalled, Nike hated the idea, but he won them round, and the slogan appeared at the end of an advert featuring 80-year-old runner Walt Slack. Or Walt Stack.
Yeah,
Walt Stack.
Yeah. Good old Walt Stack.
Yeah, man. Is
Someone
that him?
Someone
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's insane, man. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's open it up. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this, anyone?
It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
That's why I wanted this to be brought up as an episode.
Yeah.
This is just such a fucking awesome story. I'm just like so taken back by someone's incredibly positive twist.
Yeah,
on
and
something so utterly negative.
His last meal that he asked for was actually 6 cans of beer. He asked for 6 cans of beer, but then right at the last minute he backed out. Like, actually, I don't want to die having not eaten any food. So he had a steak and some salad.
Do you think anything like that would play well, like presented like in today's age, where like if any company wanted to like advertise something, whether it's a slogan or new merchandise, and like the inspiration came from something tragic like a serial killer, do you think that would ever be accepted today, or would ever like fly?
I think so. I think like the controversial marketing is pretty powerful. Like you can use the controversial things to sort of gain traction. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's a limit to it. Like you can't be like, oh, we've got these sweet 9/11 branded T-shirts. You know,
Yeah.
like, or actually they did that.
Yeah.
Well, did they?
You can have like
They did that?
what's the slogan for 9/11? Oh, never forget.
They had
Oh,
a
yeah.
slogan?
Never
yeah.
forget.
Oh, never forget.
But yeah, but that's like to
But
remember
you-
the event.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not like they're not trying to sell you anything. That's the thing.
Could you imagine like fucking State Farm, like never forget.
Never
Yeah.
forget.
No, that's like if you ever saw that meme they had with Subway, where it's just like fly on in for our like September, 2000.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No
That's
way.
bad.
They did that.
Yeah.
September 11th.
Yeah,
No,
like
no.
2 subs for the price of 9/11. Twin subs.
Don't get lost with these submarines.
Was this before or after Jerry?
I feel like I'm trying to think. It was like 2013. I might have saw that. I think it was like post Jared probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think
The
Jared.
post-Jared era.
Post J era?
Yeah, but they didn't like. It wasn't a real thing. It was just like a meme. But I'm like, could you imagine if someone did that? Like,
Oh, okay. I'm thinking this is
with
a
that
real
fly.
thing.
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying
it
to think
wasn't
about
real.
the ones that would actually like run. Like if anyone could, who would?
Right.
Apple.
I like that.
Apple's big enough.
That's true. Do you think we can take anything from Jeffrey Dahmer and like maybe like sell something?
I just want to watch a movie. Just AMC.
Oh my god, that's
Like,
that might
be,
work.
It could be the new Netflix and chill. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
Netflix and kill.
Netflix and kill.
Yeah.
God, ladies, be careful.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like porn flicks and kill, probably, or something like that.
Something like that.
You know, someone. I think the AMC one that we just made is like a little scarily good.
That goes over a little
AMC,
too well.
Don't
And
do
I'm
it.
uncomfortable.
Don't do it, AMC.
I know what you're thinking,
I
guys.
know what
Don't
you're
do it.
thinking. It's
I know
good.
you guys are watching this.
Yeah, there's like a board exec from AMC just like his hand shaking like, damn it, I want to write that down.
So on the morning of the execution, Gilmore was transported to an abandoned cannery behind the prison, which served as its death house. Death house.
Yes, it's death house.
Just a death house. They didn't have a term for it yet. They're just like, just call it the fucking death house.
The murder room.
Yeah. The back room.
Wait, let me see more of that.
Hold on, I want to show you the death house though.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
wanna
got
see
pics
it.
of the death house?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there actually is images.
I bet it's just like a gray cement wall.
It's like it was blood splattered all over it,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
The death house. Is that like where they killed pigs too, or?
Yes.
No, yeah, but I think being killed by firing squad is kind of insane, especially when those people are only getting paid $60 to kill you.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I think it's like because after that, did they redact like the firing squad method?
Yes, this is exactly why it was redacted.
Okay.
So not only did this guy give the best motto for Michael Jordan to sell his multi-billion-dollar shoe corporation,
Without
he
Gary Gilmore,
also-
there'd be no Michael Jordan.
he stopped a litany of, to be honest, this is how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Impoverished colored individuals from getting murdered, like on schedule.
That's
Yeah,
probably
people that were
Because-
framed most likely a lot of the time.
like the prison system's already so fucked up, and this guy just said, "Let's do it," and everyone was like, "That's so bad."
that looks like that does
Every
like
state
optics
opted out
wise
of
that
it.
does not play well at all.
They
Just-
were done with that shit at that point, and they said 25 years to life is a new thing. That's that new hot shit. We're gonna start hitting the streets with that.
That's crazy. That's interesting though, because
And, it's like little bittersweet, but
I'm just imagining, because I'm like, I can imagine to the general public, they probably hadn't had like a public execution in a long time, I'm assuming, since this was like, a really big new, deal. And just how barbaric it looks to have a man basically just pinned, like you're on a wall and you just get shot. That's like a stoning.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking
Yeah, that
modern
one's
age
even more
stoning,
barbaric.
essentially.
That's like literally a modern day stoning. It's like the stones are just propelled by the force of an explosion.
Man, you're talking about like between the 50s to the 70s. These are like the time of America, like, especially because that was kind of like the age of like where the baby boomers were like kind of like old now, and the new generation were like hippies. So they're all looking at this shit. They're all against war and stuff like that. And then they turn on their TV and see a man getting firing squatted.
Yeah, I don't know if they did it. I'm not sure if they
well.
did it on TV, but they probably did back then. I mean,
Probably.
anything flew in the 70s.
Yeah, if anything, they all got the paper. Local man executed by firing squad. It's like, whoa.
Would you take $60 to be a part of the firing squad though? Like,
I mean,
like you're not fully killing them.
No,
like
no,
you
I
got
mean-
10% of a murder on your hands.
no, because it's funny. Because I feel like I would, but it's like I would think that in that time, that's like getting summoned to jury duty.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like you're just doing your country. Because it's like, well, he has to get killed, so I mean, someone has to do it.
Well, interestingly enough, it was all volunteers.
Oh, really?
They all volunteered.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Oh,
kill
that's
this guy.
sick.
Oh.
yeah, they were like,
That's
"I'm about
sick.
it."
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There have been 4 in the world since 1960.
How much
and
does
They were all different countries.
How much does $60 scale up till today, like with inflation?
It was definitely a lot. It was
Okay.
probably like
200,
500 or maybe like 200 or 300, maybe 5.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah.
I don't think I have too many reservations against it. Like, to be honest, I'm just like, well, it's a good paycheck.
I mean, what else am I gonna get to take a life?
And I could probably
Aw.
you know what? I could probably call in. Like, I could like take a day off work and just
True.
tell them like, yeah, I'm going to do the firing squad. It'd be literally like they wouldn't question it. Like, all right, hey, that's a good reason.
You get,
I
like
think-
some free ones.
I think with Gary Gilmore, it's like,
I got summoned by the courts.
I think with Gary Gilmore, it's kind of like, at least he deserved it, and he was actively saying like,
He
kill me,
did.
please.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
no,
like, I'm
he
a
wanted
monster.
it. It's like you're doing a favor. This is a completely justified killing. Like, yeah, someone had to do it.
But what if you end up like him and you get that first blood, and now you're out at the motel?
Oh
killing
man, I
mannequins?
didn't plan. I didn't think about that. Shoot. And, then the fucking beads of sweat started to roll down my head. Like, wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Inspiring words,
that's
though.
that's basically like, yeah, we're all inspired by this guy.
This guy is wicked.
He took on the ultimate challenge.
This man changed the world, and now if we all wear his, our brands on our feet.
Yeah, people actually looking back on it, reflecting on this slogan. Could you scroll down a little bit? The public, They were like, this slogan cut across age and class barriers, linked Nike with success, and made consumers believe they could be successful too just by wearing its products.
Thanks, Gary.
So all in all, yeah, Gary really saved us right there with
By
that.
accepting sweet death.
Yeah.
There you go.
And just reality.
There you go. I think that's a strong note, guys. Just remember, stay out there and just do it.
Just do it.
remember to
Just do it.
There
You
you
know,
go.
and
Nike,
also
give
just
us money.
subscribe to this channel.
Yes,
and,
please.
Do it.
Steve
Let,
with the
let's
Nike
do
Air
it.
shirt on. I see you.
Oh, I do have a Nike shirt. on,
Look at
actually.
that.
Holy shit.
Man,
look
what
at
are the
that.
odds?
Yeah,
That was
that's a-
unintentional.
yeah.
We are not very coordinated.
I mean, he just
There
did
you
it.
go.
I mean, he
Yeah.
just knew.
Yeah, I woke up
did
this
it.
morning like I'm in that Gary Gilmore mood right
I
now.
would love a signature shoe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But all right, let's close this out, man. This one's been good.
All right, guys.
Yeah, follow the channel and check us out on all audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, guys. Peace.